Hello Leafs Nation, I'm Rick Scarborough and you're watching Blue and White Weekly, where we bring you weekly updates on the Leafs and the hockey world at large. The Leafs well and truly suck right now, but that's not what's important. What's important is that for the first time in 32 years, the Toronto Blue Jays are playing in the World Series. Unfortunately, my job is to talk about the Leafs, so let's get into the news. Before we get into the games of the week, let's take a look at some news from around the hockey world. The greatest goal scorer of all time is old. Capitals captain Alex Ovechkin celebrated 1,500 games on Saturday night, yet another reminder that his time in the league is running out and your childhood is dying. Brad Marchand returned to Boston this week for the first time since being traded from the Bruins to the Panthers and was greeted with a standing ovation and video tribute which brought him to tears, providing the first real evidence that rats do have souls. Mark Scheifele has taken sole possession of first place as all-time points leader in Winnipeg Jets franchise history. Then every sports outlet in the country posted some variety of this graphic, reminding you that the Atlanta Thrashers existed. And on Saturday, the Habs announced that Patrick Laine is out for the next 3 to 4 months recovering from surgery to fix a core injury. This guy has the worst luck. And now let's get into the games of the week, even though I really don't want to. On Tuesday, Sheldon Keefe and the New Jersey Devils came to town. This was the first game after Anthony Stolar's comments regarding the play of the Leafs and lack of support he finds in front of his own net. So how did the Leafs respond? John Tavares opened up the scoring with the only goal of the first period, but it was mostly downhill from there as the Devils hang 5 on the board, including a Jack Hughes hat trick. Matias Maccelli would pick up his first goal as a Leaf, but it's overshadowed by yet another disjointed performance. Leafs lose 5-2. Which brings us to the weekend and a home-and-home with the Buffalo Sabres. Prior to Friday's game, the Leafs were brought the good news that Joseph Woll will resume team activities and practice in a ramp-up to game action. This was the only good thing Leafs fans saw all day. In fact, it was the only thing most Leafs fans saw all day since this game was relegated to Sportsnet 1 and the Sportsnet Plus app due to the first World Series game to happen in Toronto since 1993 taking place at the same time. Now, I dare somebody in the comments section to tell me that they watched the Leafs instead of the Jays on Friday night, because if you did, I will genuinely bully you. Now, I don't pay Sportsnet half my monthly salary, so I was forced to watch this game through Twitter clips and updates in the NHL app. Here's all of Friday's goals. Now, here's all the penalties. Leafs lose 5-3 to the Sabres. To the Sabres, yeah. But at least the Jays won on Friday. Now, the Jays didn't win on Saturday, but the Leafs did. I would have much rather traded the outcome of these games, but, Leafs win and take what you can get. Starting off with the biggest talking point to come out of this game, the Leafs actually showed signs of giving a crap for the first time all week as Jake McCabe and Alex Tuch dropped the gloves and holy smokes, Alex Tuch, how are you alive? Goals were traded back and forth all game, with the depth guys coming to play as Nick Robertson, Matias Maccelli, and Dakota Joshua all get on the board to send us to overtime, where John Tavares wins the game for the Leafs. 4-3 the final score. That would be Johnny's 499th career goal, just one shy of the big 500. And he's got 3 cracks at that milestone coming up this week, because looking ahead, the Leafs have another back-to-back as they host the Calgary Flames on Tuesday before heading to Columbus to take on the Blue Jackets on Wednesday. Then we're in the city of brotherly love on Saturday night to tangle with the Philadelphia Flyers. We'll have all those games for you next week, plus so much more. But for now, thank you very much for watching Leafs Nation. Be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, let's go Blue Jays.